حي على الفلاح.
A parallel my teacher used to give us somebody who eats junk food all the time. Right? If you're eating processed junk food all the time, and then you throw in a vegetable or two. Right? Is that a healthy diet still? No, in order for it to be a healthy diet, what has to happen? In addition to throwing in the vegetable, you got to throw out the junk food. Right? Learning beneficial knowledge is good. But when it's mixed together with all the movies and all the TV show addictions and all the sports and all this other stuff constantly, then it's just one of those things you've taken in, but it's not really cleansing you. It's not creating a healthier diet inside you, a healthier mind inside you, because it's mixed in with too much other stuff. Al-lub aqlun salih. This is a mind that has become pure. It's decided I'm not going to waste my energies, my potential on useless things. I'm going to take a step back from that stuff, and I'm going to exhaust my energies in higher thought, deeper things. These are the kinds of people that will actually look at the sky and think. How many people look at the sky and think? How many people look at Maghrib and think? وَاللَّيْلِ وَمَا وَسَقَ فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِالشَّفَقِ. How many people think of the morning and think of وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ? It doesn't come to our minds. We don't think about this stuff. Even in a place like Texas where mostly all you see is sky, right? Even here we don't think about this stuff. These are a special breed of people. Now Allah describes two things that are happening inside them, and these are also very deep things. On the one hand, Allah says, الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِهِمْ. These people are remembering Allah, those who remember Allah, standing, sitting, and on their sides. Standing and sitting, you can even argue that's positions of prayer. On your side is not a position of prayer, it implies when you're going to sleep. It also means either you're standing, or you're sitting, or you're on your side. Whatever position they find themselves in, they are engaged in the remembrance of Allah. Before I go on, it's important to note, dhikr, remembrance, is described in the Qur'an as an activity of the heart. Dhikr is described as an activity of the heart. So dhikr is, you could consider a spiritual exercise. Dhikr is a spiritual exercise of remembering Allah, reminding yourself who Allah is. And that's a matter of the heart. And the more you remember Allah, the more your heart becomes reinforced. أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنَّ الْقُلُوبِ وَلَا تُطِعْ مَنْ أَغْفَلْنَا قَلْبَهُ عَنْ ذِكْرِنَا. Don't follow the one whose heart we have made unaware of our mention. The heart has been made aware of the mention of Allah. So the first activity of these people of sound minds is a spiritual activity. Remembrance of Allah. Now, remembrance or remembering something is not learning something new, it's reinforcing what you already have. By definition. Remembrance is not new information, it's old information. And you're revitalizing it, you're reviewing it, you're refreshing it. We're learning here that yes, you can know Allah is one. In the middle of the night, if I quiz you, wake you up and say, hey, how many gods? You still say one. You still pass that quiz. Knowledge is there. But that answer came from where? The heart or the mind? That information came from the mind. Dhikr of Allah, that Allah is one. Allah is one when I'm talking. I'm remembering Allah when I'm talking. I'm remembering Allah when I'm driving. I'm remembering Allah when nobody else is around. I'm a young guy, I've moved out, I'm living in college, I'm living in a dorm. There's no parental supervision over me. I can do what I want, when I want, where I want. Nobody will say anything to me, but I'm going to try to remember Allah, and that will change how I behave. And that's good. My heart is going to be calling me to party, and then I'm remembering Allah, and it's strengthened my heart, and I'm satisfied now. My heart is no longer disturbed to want to go. Right? When Allah says, أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنَّ الْقُلُوبِ, hearts are tranquil because of the remembrance of Allah, you had better know that. Everybody else is going to the concert. Everybody else is going to the movie that just came out. Your friends are going. Your heart says, come on, let's go. If you really appreciated what dhikr is and I did, then our hearts would be satisfied and you guys go ahead, it's okay. And there will be a smile on your face. You'd just be like, yeah, let's go ahead. It's no big deal. I'm fine with that. This is الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِهِمْ. This reinforcement has to happen all day. The way we can establish at least this part of that personality, this aspect of that personality. It's two things, easy things. One is the masnoon dua, or the set of du'as of the Prophet ﷺ, pretty much when you're standing, sitting, and on your side. Whoever says La ilaha illallah this many times, whoever says Astaghfirullah this many times, after every salah say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Upon entering your home you make this dua, upon leaving your home you make that dua, upon getting in your car you make this dua, getting out of your car, reaching the place you were going to reach, leaving your home, coming back into your home, going into the bathroom, coming out of the bathroom, changing your clothes, eating your food. There is no opportunity left. What are you going to do that you're not going to make dua in? Well, maybe when you're about to sit for 4 hours in front of a PS3, you're not going to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Right? Maybe not then. Maybe not before you walk into a movie theater. Allahumma adkhilna fi rahmatika. It's not going to happen there. Right? Then it's not going to happen. But other than that, and you know what that will do? I'm about to do something and I'm uncomfortable making dua to Allah. What does that tell me? Probably shouldn't be doing this. That's a pretty good, it becomes a gauge of what's going to help my heart and what's going to hurt my heart. It's pretty awesome. Then on top of that is your relationship with the Qur'an. We should just become a people not just that recite Qur'an and recite it and not recite it with proper tajweed and memorize a good chunk of it. We think through the Qur'an. We think through it. You and I should have gone through the Qur'an so many times that it just becomes the way we think. Not just things we quote in a speech, it just becomes the way we think. Something happens in life and an ayah comes to mind. Like not a thing happens and an ayah doesn't come to mind. Everything becomes a reminder of the Qur'an and the Qur'an becomes a reminder for everything else. There's this constant back and forth between the world of creation, the ayat of creation, and the world of the Qur'an, the ayat of the Qur'an. Between these two worlds, you're constantly bouncing back and forth. Just all the time. This is الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِهِمْ. Long time ago I told you guys I did this experiment with myself. I can't maintain it. I'm trying to. I can't maintain it though. It's a struggle. One has to. This is a reminder for myself too. You say, well, how is everything a reminder? How can all creation be a reminder? So okay, let me just see. I was driving with a bunch of MSA kids. I still remember it was from Santa Clara to UC Davis. The drive, right? So I'm driving there, and this guy's driving like 85. They're flooring it. I was like, does that remind me of anything? Yeah, كَلَّا بَلْ تُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةِ. No, you love whatever comes quickly. You love to rush. It's like, whoa. And then, I'm looking outside, let me just look outside. And there's cows in the field. These cows are like almost right next to the highway. The cars go by. What does a squirrel do when a car goes by? Well, squirrels usually go up a tree, deer comes in front of the car, bird flies off, snake goes in its hole, right? Good or bad, but there's some reaction. How does a cow react? Doesn't even look up. Car buzzes by 2 feet from it, its fur goes frrrr. It doesn't even look up, it's still grazing, like nothing. It's shocking. And you appreciate, Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ. Those people are like cattle. No, they're even more lost. They are the ultimately heedless. No idea, oblivious, ghafil, oblivious. No idea what's going on around you. This is ghafil.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. If you enjoyed this video, please do share it with friends and family. If you want to see more videos from this series, click on the box at the top. If you want to see other videos, click on the box at the bottom. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks.